Traveling to a new place is exciting for any vacation itinerary, but part of that fun is the ride. And we're joined once again by travel concierge and owner of Premier Wellness Travel, an independent affiliate of Embark Beyond, Cassandra Marcella, to learn more about the luxury rails abroad. Welcome back, Cassandra.
Thank you very much for having me.
Absolutely. Always a pleasure having you here. I want to jump right in because you talk about how slow is the new status symbol. What does that mean for today's traveler, and why is an unhurried travel experience becoming the new status quo?
Well, I always ask my clients if they have a financial advisor, and whether they do or not, everybody's very careful with their money. They're not as careful as they are with their money as they are with their time. And their time, I always remind them, is their most critical non-renewable asset. You can always make more money, but you can't make more time. At least we haven't figured that out yet. So I am there to help them figure out how to invest that time wisely. And time is the only thing money can't buy, and so slow travel has become the new status symbol. It's the one thing that you can choose to do. You can't buy it to make your trip elevated. So going slower, having journeys that are where the journeys are part of the experience is really become the new thing in travel.
Absolutely. Not dreading that flight is definitely something that I would sign up for.
Right, and bring the elegance back into the way that you get to a destination.
Absolutely, and that's why today we're talking about trains. You've traveled by train a ton of time yourself. What is it about that train journey that changes the way you experience a destination compared to flying in, as we just mentioned?
Well, I remember a very pivotal trip that I took as a young person across Canada, and I had for the first time a real appreciation of the expanse of the North American continent that you just don't get when you fly. Also seeing the Continental Divide live. And when you travel by train, you actually have the destinations come to you and the landscapes come to you. You're not traveling to them. You unpack once, the porter knows your name, the dining car becomes your living room, and the journey itself becomes the experience. And again, having the destinations come to you, and you get to go to destinations that maybe you don't typically get to see, like the Continental Divide.
Yeah, just the way that you're explaining it just makes me like ready to jump aboard. So we're seeing right now, a lot of headlines about luxury and fashion goods empires, investing heavily in the train business. What does that mean?
Well, I think they have the LVMH is doing it. Accor is also investing heavily, a French company, and an Italian company called Arsenale. They're investing millions into luxury train travel.
Wow.
And I really think that they have their finger on the pulse of what's changing right now in terms of that desire for slow travel. And I don't think they would be doing it if they didn't think that it was going to be productive. And they're investing in creating train routes all over the world, except the United States, ironically. But not just in Europe, but also in the Middle East, in Asia, in Africa, and also in Scandinavia. It's really exciting time to be looking at train travel, and a lot of new entries, and it's actually changing how some of the traditional ones like Orient Express are functioning and how they're even expanding their routes.
Cassandra, I'm curious, there's so many new train routes coming out. Which ones are you most excited for?
Well, there's one in France called the Grand Tour. It's a route all the way around France that's designed, the carriages are designed in the Belle Epoque era, and they have a 3-star Michelin chef. That's really cool. There's one in Spain coming out that will have flamenco dancing and visits to Roman ruins and visits to different palaces. And then the last one is the Orient Express, the classic one from 1883, is now for the first time going to southern Italy, to the Amalfi Coast. And that's the one I'm most excited about because it's a classic train experience in a place that it's never been to before.
Sign me up. Cassandra, always lovely having you here on Good
Thank you for
Morning
having
Washington.
me.
Absolutely. And if you're ready to slow down your travel, Cassandra has actually put together the Slow Luxury Travel Compendium, which is a field guide covering the routes worth knowing, the questions to ask before you book, and the difference between the 2 Orient Express trains and more. And you can find it at the QR code on the bottom of your screen. And while you're there, reach out. The best journeys don't book themselves. Thank you so much, Cassandra.
Thank you. Love being here.